Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work. Without you guys, oh my God, oh my God. Let's get open for business here. Let's wake up the football gods. Let's wake up this morning. Let's wake the hell up. Oh my God. I got an idea. It doesn't happen often. It does not happen often. But I got one hellacious idea right now. You know, hot boys, the hot boys, D-Law and the hot boys. I understand what they were doing. You know, the hot boys, they did some good things to the community and stuff. That's what we used to call our defense. You know what I mean? Hot boys. It never stuck with me. It just didn't. Maybe it's a generational thing. Because whenever I think of defenses, growing up, we had things like the steel curtain. You understood that, a steel curtain. You can't get through a steel curtain. You had doomsday defense. You know, it was doomsday. It was the end of the world. You weren't getting past that. It was the purple people eaters. They were eating people and they're purple. The purple people eaters. And when you think of like the term sack, Deacon Jones coined the term sack. They used to didn't count sacks as a statistic. And supposedly Deacon Jones had 28 in a 14-game season. As he says, look it up. And that's one of those great players that you guys know nothing about. But when he coined the term sack, he said it was like Hannibal coming through and just sacking the whole area, as in just taking it over, just demoralizing the people, conquering, destroying. That's what a defense is. You know, when you saw pictures of Randy White there, that death stare, half man, half monster. You think about Michael Singletary. Yes, I got it. You know, and those of you that look for something to get me on, okay? Michael Singletary, Michael Strahan. They both start with S, okay? All right? Great defensive players. I know the difference between the two. But sometimes when you have dyslexia, things just get reversed in your head. You think you said it correctly, but it's actually not. It makes sense in your head, okay? So stop. Just stop, okay? I understand. I'm not perfect. I don't do this for a living. I don't work for CBS or NBC or anything like that. I'm on the YouTube, okay? And this is the U on the tube. So it was just something about Hot Boys that bothered me. You know, whenever I thought of Hot Boys, I would always think of a boy band, you know? And there's nothing scary about a boy band. And here's the original, Hot Boys. Great music, but not something that puts the fear of God in me. That's not what I'm looking for when I'm talking about my defense. Rod Martinelli's gone. And so are terms like he's a dinosaur or he's a racing lizard and this, that, and the other. You know, enough. Can we bury the term Hot Boys? And part of the reason why I say this is as I go through this defense that we've had major change and turnover. What was once the Hot Boys really isn't quite the same anymore. Because I got to tell you, if I look at Dontari Poe, does that look like a hot boy? He looked like he ate a couple of the hot boys. That ain't no hot boy right there. Alden Smith, does that look like a hot boy? He looked like he'd have smacked the crap out of a hot boy. Everson Griffin. Does that look like a hot boy? He looked like he just chased the hot boys off his lawn. That ain't no hot boy. And who did I miss? Who did I miss? Did I get Gerald McCoy? Hey, does that look like a hot boy? He like, come on, man. You got to do better than that, dog. You got to do better than that. So you look at this defense. You don't understand. It was so funny because I had people saying, "Why are you all excited about an old ass player that nobody wanted in Everson Griffin?" You know, haters gonna hate. Here's what's amazing. I don't see if you understand the amount of firepower that the Dallas Cowboys defense now brought in, the experience they brought in. Emerson Griffin, 355 tackles, 86 tackles for loss, 74 and a half sacks, 9 forced fumbles. Gerald McCoy, 334 tackles, 86, surprisingly, the same number, 86 tackles for a loss, 59 and a half sacks, 6 forced fumbles. Dontari Poe, 278 tackles, 31 tackles for loss, 20 and a half sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Aldon Smith, 180 tackles, 51 tackles for loss, 47 and a half sacks, and 6 forced fumbles. For those of you who don't do math, that's 1,147 tackles, 254 tackles for a loss, 202 sacks, and 23 forced fumbles. So I started thinking, that ain't no hot boys right there. That's experience. That is grown ass men. And it hit me. Hit me this morning. We ain't no hot boys. These guys ain't got nothing to do with a damn hot boy. These are grown ass men. Flat out. That's what I'm going to call them. Because we now have some grown ass men. Now, see, grown ass men, we don't take a whole bunch of shit. We ain't bullshitting. We ain't wasting your time. We're not doing stupid shit. We grown ass men. We taking care of our family and we getting the job done. And that's what I see right here with this defense. Oh, they're a bunch of grown ass men. I love that. That's a grown ass man. Tell me what y'all think. What y'all think? Joe Boo's grown ass men. Brian De La Rosa, time to get to work, buddy. Time to get to work because I'm feeling it on a shirt, man. Okay? And if anybody, listen, remember, you heard it here first. That is Joe Boo's grown ass men. I'm telling you, that fits. It fits. And I can get behind that because, see, I'm a grown ass man. And as Philly 500, he has me in his intro and stuff where he's basically taking my clips where I say, I'm a grown ass man. I'm a grown ass man. I'm a grown, because I say that all the time. I'm a grown ass man. And now I have a grown man's ass defense. Oh, shit. Oh, I pray that we got a season. I pray that we get to see all of these guys, all these grown ass men on the field. Oh my God. When you think about so many different ways, just right there, just thinking about that. You still have to add to the grown ass men there, DeMarcus Lawrence, who's getting a foot put in his ass by his wife and his mama. You got Antoine Woods in there. You got Gillimore, the Canadian Bulldozer. And I'll tell you what, he played like he a grown-ass man. He played like he a grown-ass man. Whew. You got Tyrone Crawford. Yeah, he's a grown-ass man, too. Oh, my goodness. I just can't wait to see these guys on the field. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'm just so excited. So, it's Sunday. We're 28 days, 10 hours, 15 minutes, and 25 seconds away from kickoff of the season. It's going to be, like it always is in Texas this time of year, hot as hell. But I tell you what, This past week has been incredible. It's been the best over the last 6 months because we're talking about the players on the field, the excitement, and everything else. Now, we still have, some things you got to, of course, worry about. We got Lyle Collins, who Mike McCarthy talked about that, he's nicked up, that he's got a minor injury, but Mike McCarthy's keeping things close to the vest. He's not telling you exactly what it is, but I'm betting that it's probably maybe his back is flaring up, a little back spasms and things like that, that bothered him last year. They're not mainly heavily concerned about it at this time. We know that Don Terry Poe is still on the pup list, but is getting closer and closer to returning. So we'll see what else is going on today with the Cowboys and everything else. But I got to tell you, man, I feel pretty good at least about the potential of a season after this past week. All right, I got some work to do. I got to go back to D.C. It's raining a bit to take those covers, but you know me. I always got to get the work in. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Oh, one other note, too. Still looking for Pick and Pop. Pick and Pop. I need you to get in touch with me today. Today, Pick and Pop. Pick and Pop. Pick and Pop. Pick and Pop. You are our winner chicken dinner. If I don't get in touch with you today, then we will redo this one tomorrow. Now, I have good news. I just changed to Geico and saved a whole bunch of money. No, I have actually, and I'm going to go through, if I have time today, some more. I've got more autographed shirts and stuff. I always go to the CSA shows every year and spend a boatload of money getting autographs of my favorite players. So, I know actually, if you look over, I'm not sure I want to part with this one yet. Over here, actually hanging up, that one's actually signed by Jalen Smith. That's Jalen Smith over there. And that's the only thing I have autographed by him. So I'm not sure if I'm ready to part with that one. But I've got another Dak Prescott one, which is I think the first ones that I had autographed, because that's like Joe Boo's with the number 1 on it. Okay, so that was his Black Sheep ones, which I think was 2016. So that may be from his rookie year signing. This one was actually when we did the Power of 4 shirt. We actually gave him, believe it or not, Dak Prescott has one of these shirts. Actually, he has two. He has two. In fact, he's worn a Jobu t-shirt out. But anyway, I digress. I have a bunch of autographed shirts that are all in here in the locker. I just got to go through and figure out who's who, because some of them it's like, who? They should have been a doctor, because their signatures, it's hard to figure out who's who. But I know I have like Billy Joe Dupree. I know I have Ed Too Tall Jones. I know I have Charlie Waters. I know I have Bill Bates. And so we're going to be getting some of that stuff out to you guys, the fans, who are helping, giving that little extra bit to help support the channel, because I appreciate you guys. All right, time for me to go to work. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Maybe this afternoon we'll do something special or something different for you guys. Peace out.